What's up, everybody? I was gonna stream earlier today on the, not this time slot, but the one before. The issue is, as you can see with my gem situation, I'm kind of little bit low on the gems, and I had to wait for my sugar mummies at Parium to give me some gems, and I decided to go fishing and set up a fish trap. I was gonna do it if everything went according to my plans. Parium would have given me the loot a couple hours earlier. I would have streamed earlier today, and I would be fishing right now when it's really good weather. But we had to do it this way. I have been kind of playing around with my blessings and other things recently, and as you can see, I don't have any gems, and I really need those content creator gems. Not just changing blessings, but I have been playing a lot of live arena off video. I should have just made more videos and not played off video at all, but even today I played tons of live arena at the morning because I have new things that I've been testing, and I kind of feel like I'm so close to, you know, putting up a better fight against the evil Krakens, but didn't go too well today. I mean, I don't think I lost points, but I don't think I really gained any either. But yeah, that's basically it. And one thing that I want to try right now, I've been wasting a lot of gems recently on blessing swaps, but I want to try polymorph on Brockney. Since Frostbite and what's the other one? Band of Submission and Frostbite work on him, even if they have total guard up, they will be removed from the passive with the shields, and they will still be CC'd by the same ability. I want to try polymorph on him if it would be better. Polymorph kind of completely died after Mercurial item set, sadly. It's a little bit shame. I know a lot of people hated polymorph. Cough, Drock. Drock really hated polymorph. I liked polymorph. I've always liked polymorph. I wouldn't have read avatars if it wasn't for polymorph. I've told this before. Fun fact. The first week that we got blessings was the first time that I got the top 3 placement. I didn't get red avatar from it, but the first time I got top 3 was literally the week that blessing was released in the game, and that was because I knew how to abuse the polymorph instantly. People didn't know it on the first peak. Nobody knew that it was gonna interrupt AoE abilities. I mean, some people knew, but like even the top clans didn't know. People were kind of keeping it hush-hush. So, anyway. And you know what? You wanna know why I knew? The first thing that when we saw the blessings, there was this one guy in MAD called Xenogenesis, who is like, I'm not sure what kind of occupation, but he's like some kind of, I mean, he was some kind of like executive in like big company, but he was basically like a big nerd. I don't think he really did like programming as his like actual job, but he was like a programmer, math nerd. He was the guy that was always data mining for MAD back in the day. He doesn't play anymore. But when we got blessings, the first thing that I asked Xenogenesis is that can he double check from the in-game files that does polymorph work just like Frostbite? Because I knew that Frostbite would interrupt AoE abilities. And yeah, that's why I knew. I instantly knew when I saw it. Anyway, let's see if we can make those old fun things happen again. Now that I got some gems to spend on the polymorph on Brockney. Also, let me show you this. I've been kind of working on my protein pie recipe for a few months now. Especially people on my Discord will know that sometimes I post a lot of pictures about pies that I've been making. I've been trying to hone in like a good recipe of like low calorie, high protein desserts for me, because I'm trying to, you know, lose weight, gain muscle, get ripped. That's kind of my goal this year. Level up a bit in real life. Wait. Let's just go with Donatello. Anyway, this is what it has evolved at this point. I've tried many versions. Let me be careful so that I don't fuck, this is hard. I don't want to drop my meal over to my table. It's kind of hard to see really from the picture. What we're looking at is like dessert a blueberry pie made without like flour, so it only has like protein stuff, and on the side we have a little bit Greek. Well, fuck, it's so hard to place this. My camera is a little bit angled, so it's kind of hard to show it without hitting my microphone. Oh fuck, that's a Rotos. Basically it's a low calorie protein pie. It literally has like whey protein powder, eggs, Greek yogurt, cinnamon, blueberries, and what am I missing? Bananas. You need to add those bananas. That's the recipe. No flour, no sugar. It's really low calories. It's lower calories than like if you eat like red meat. So I just came from. I can't move my camera. It's like mounted on the thing. It's a little complicated. Sometimes I would like to show my room and items and stuff, but I can't really like move it. So like it's connected with 2 cables, so I literally can't due to that I can't like show my room, but also like it's mounted to like a specific spot. My camera is basically like let's say here it's above my head on the side between my monitors. Okay, let's focus on the battle. That was a big introduction, but TLDR, I just got home. I barely ate today. I just took a shower. I'm really really anxious to eat my dessert. Okay, that's a good start. But we didn't cleanse the Marius from the total guard because I went actually before Marius. Okay, now we can do it. So far, so good. The issue is that I still got locked out. I don't have any kind of buff strip on this team. It's a little bit of an issue. Often, like if we look at his team, there's multiple buff strippers. There are multiple block buffs, debuff, and everything. But like almost all of his champions are buff strippers and block buffs, debuff. 2 of them are lockout and so on. There's a lot of CC. There's a lot of buff removal or deterioration with lockouts. I have just like tankiness. I actually don't have any buff strips on this team. Either I need to go like more on offense and use stuff like Grixia or Fabian, or then I need to get nukers with buff strip, but everybody is basically tanky in my team, which is not a perfect mix, to be honest. Should I just do A1s and fish for... I feel like I can block revive soon. I should just do A2. Yeah, okay, I think that was the play. At least Rotos can ignore block damage, and to be fair, I've been struggling with Rotos, especially because of Theodosia and Galatir. He just has terrible matchups against both of them, with the whales and everything. But another thing that I've been struggling with Rotos recently is that it's really hard to clear total guard stacks with him, and Brockney does that, and it makes using Rotos a lot more doable. Oh yeah, well, Brockney can strip 1 buff with the A2, but it's 1 buff, they might have like 5 to 10 buffs, and he doesn't have that high accuracy. And he's gonna get locked out usually, he's not that fast actually. But okay, we're good in this battle. I think my Brockney has like 350 accuracy, if I recall right. I haven't really built him for that. It should still work for nukers generally. But I'm not expecting it to hit like Theodosia most of the time. Okay, that's pretty good. He has like a powerful team, but it's not like the most, meta. He has like a couple buff strippers, but it doesn't have like Solanar and Bayek and those kind of flavor of the month. And I don't think, did he have Stormcaller? I don't think he had Stormcaller on the Marius, but it looks very scary team. It would have been like the uber top meta team a few months ago. Now it's like a little bit off. Lazarus is not the most popular. He definitely gets used, but I wouldn't, well, yeah, I don't think I would put Lazarus in the S tier. I think he would have to be in A tier actually. Okay, let's see. Brockney is 335 accuracy. I definitely should try to clip it or buff it, especially if I'm going with Polymorph. It's kind of okay. I think we should clip this. I don't really have too much things I need to save it for, and I'm not gonna get better bolster sets. I'm not gonna buy the pass, I think, so I don't mind booking it. I need to get both boots and gloves with accuracy subs. That the one thing that I kind of would, you know, one thing that makes me want to get bolster pass is that would be nice to get boots on bolster. That would open me options to, yeah, I don't have any, to use different pieces on Frostbite, because I do have good pieces on Frostbite. And it's a lot easier to get like usable boots than like usable or like really good chest or gloves. So I would rather use like bolster boots and then use like a triple or quad speed item I have on Frostbite. Wait, do I have that correctly? Where is the Frostbite? Do I really not have like any? Oh, those are good boots. These used to be my Rotos boots long time ago. These were my Rotos boots before Chaos Dust. Okay, triple resistance boots, but sadly not accuracy ones. Anyway, that's like a long-term fix, but I do have a good amount of accuracy on my bolster pieces at least. Frostbite is a lot more doable to fix. Also, I think I have a better amulet. I just need to Chaos Dust it somewhere. Well, okay, it's not... It's more resistance, but not accuracy. Should I just clip this? Nah, I'm gonna... I'll clip the one with more resistance once I Chaos Dust it. Ah, not enough. I need a lot of Chaos Dust. That's one of the reasons that why I'm so low on gems, because I would really want to farm more Chaos Dust. What's up, Akil Ankle and everybody else? Let's continue the battles. Moi. I don't think I have too many Finnish people. That was high in Finnish. Finnish people pop in every now and then, but Raid doesn't seem to have too many Finnish people. I know so many Swedish Raid players. Barely any Finnish people. Well, I mean, I know Finnish people, but, you know, way more Swedish people. How many hats I got? Not that many, but this is like a fun what's the word in English? Like a rave hat that I got. You can't really see it, but it's like a close. But I have so much light on me that you can't really see it. But it's like what's it in English? Midsummer. It's like a Juhannus hat when it's like dark and we're outside, or a rave hat. I'm almost certainly gonna pick Rotos, but do I really want to early pick it? Yeah, definitely Brockney for Garrel. There's a good chance that it's gonna be in Mercurial. But should I actually just go... Okay, fuck it. I'm not gonna go Donatello. I hope he doesn't have too many lockouts on his account. would be really good if I could use Jack against him. Did you get to rework the gloves for Underpriest? Well, I don't know what you're referring to. Did I have like some quad gloves that I forgot about? Yeah, I don't know what you mean. Was I supposed to rework some gloves? Oh fuck. I don't remember. Maybe there was something like that on stream. The last two picks are horrible. I don't know which one is worse for me. I mean, they're both kind of game over, to be honest. And I really want to ban the lockout too. I have tons of buffs. Brockney is not in Mercurial, and Predator is not in Mercurial. It's not good against Nell. But Solanar destroys me if I have Rotos in my team, but I guess we go Nell ban. This is a little bit good, too good team for me to be honest, but you never know. Marius, Grixia, Theodosia, they're all meta, yeah. But the last one wasn't. Maybe I was having a tough time in the morning. I was meeting some crazy accounts, like they only pull like S tier champions, like Bayek, Solanar. I would say those are all like S tier, but having multiple champions, the type of like Tecteon, Bayek, Solanar, that you basically must ban, or you need to have like one specific champion that can deal with it, or you automatically lose. If they have like multiple champions or of those, or full team of those, which I met multiple teams like that earlier today, they are more scary. Like Nice, for instance, is definitely one of the best champions in the game, but Rotos can deal with Nice, and you know, maybe even Gallows can deal with Nice, but there's multiple champions that I don't really have like ways to deal with, like Solanar, for instance. I can't fight him at all. He's generally a must ban for me, but there wasn't really an option here. I went with Jack because he has Theodosia. Well, it can also obviously get rid of the Carol counter attack, which would be helpful, but it's really good against Theodosia. Okay, we got the counter attack. Didn't even need Jack passive for it. You ruined it. 4 months was using Brockney, never banned. Last 2 days, 30-40 fights he's been banned. Well, you know. Fuck. Well, I mean, we have to go for Theodosia. I hope I have enough damage. Also, I'm really close to getting... No! Oh my god. I think I lost battle because of that. I'm really close on getting Rotos in... Yeah, we lost. There's no comeback, I don't think. Game over. I need Banner, and then I could get Rotos on Merciless, not Mercurial, Merciless. But I can't do it yet. Just one accessory and I could do the set. Yeah, that was unfortunate. If I had like slightly more damage on Rotos or just slightly higher roll, I would have won the battle, but I think we lost now. And it is kind of... Yeah, fuck. This is like a crazy good team, so it would have been pretty cool winning against this, but I think it's game over at this point. Garrel is one of the champions that I really struggle with. Granted, Rotos can kind of deal with him, but I can't really kill Garrel before, you know, he goes. And he one-shots my team if he goes to the second form. And Rotos is like the only champion that I have that can deal with him in the first place. But Rotos is like literally the worst champion in the game to play against Solanar, because their passives are just, you know, water and oil. But somehow we had a good start in this battle. Oh, wait, can I... Was that enough? We got A3 back, let's go. Rotos is also gonna be definitely better once I get the 9-piece Merciless. And like I said, Brockney has been a big boon. It has made my Rotos a lot better because he can deal with the total guard. Shinny goes into repeat mode. What do you mean? Like I'm repeating what I was saying, or what? Oh, like it's lagging the stream. Are you meaning that I'm like speaking badly, or you mean that the stream is lagging? Which one do you mean? Is my Rotos fast enough? No. Do I have damage? I bet I would have gotten one more extra turn in this battle if I had Merciless. He gets everybody up now, it's not good. When I'm looking at my OBS, it shows that the connection is good. That doesn't mean that it's good, but it's not showing me that it's on red. But, my god, I hate Theodosia so much. I hate it so much. Fucking Theodosia. Seriously. It makes me so mad. We need more counters for Theodosia. Theodosia has been running rampant for too long. It's a bullshit champion. Okay, it's game over. Now I lost. If I don't kill Solonar, Solonar kills me, and if I kill Solonar, Carol kills me. So whatever I do, it's game over. Well, can we get multiple extra turns? No. Wait, what? Was my Rotos just faster? Why did I get... I don't think I got the extra turn. Is this guy just really slow? Did I just get an extra turn or no? I don't think I got the extra turn. But okay, we lost. I can't finish him off. This battle was so close. There was like multiple... Yeah, 700,000 with Carol. There was multiple times where I was so close to killing him and I didn't have enough damage or I got unlucky. Fuck. Thing with Marius is that I just don't have the gear, or, you know, I don't have a lockout. Enemies can always pick Fabian against me. I don't have Fabian. I'm not fast. Marius is just not... Marius is really OP if you go first and you run a speed team. If you run a go second team and enemy picks like 3 lockout champions, which happens all the time for me, Marius is not that good. And I don't have blessing on him, and I don't really have that good gear on him either, but I'm kind of working on it. There's multiple things that I'm working on. I'll get the +4 Predator. Obviously I want to get better Sweet Parry. I'm trying to get... I just got 4-star Blessing on West Steel yesterday. I'm planning to get 9-piece Mercurial on West Steel. What else? I need to get the Merciless on Rotos. I think it's 2 days ago I Chaos Sword an amulet for him. Now I only need a banner. That's kind of my... Oh yeah, and Carnage. Carnage is maybe the biggest thing of all. I need to get 5-star and 6-star Blessing on Carnage. As you can see... Wait, you can't see it. Fuck. As you can see, I have 284 accuracy on Carnage and 266 speed. Both are not good. I do have him in Mercurial, but it's with attack banner, and I don't have 5-star Blessing. He's too slow, too low accuracy. Sometimes he's really good still, but sometimes if I meet people that have like blessings on everybody, he will not even debuff the nukers and he's too inconsistent. But pretty soon, if I just get banner and if I get the 5-star Blessing, he's gonna be very, very good. And obviously I'm gonna focus on getting good Mercurial on him, and he's gonna be like one of my main champions soon. But yeah, those are kind of my short-term, well, short-term plans in raid terms. I mean, like in the next few months, or things that I'm probably gonna get this year. And obviously, the biggest one, even bigger than Carnage, is that whenever we get a really trashy fusion, that is not a fragment fusion but a normal one, I'm gonna skip it and get a Fabian. I'll finally have a lockout, and that's gonna be good too. Anyway, let me eat my protein cake a little bit. I think our base is pretty good. He's not like the most top tier meta champion, but even the good accounts do use our base a lot. He does multiple different things, and is actually one of the like more popular turn meter boosters. Not that the turn meter booster is that meta right now, but it's one of the better ones. I would say like maybe we need like more tiers. Maybe we need like a double S tier, but our base would be like low S tier or like high A tier. But even the good accounts, by good accounts I mean like the really good accounts, even they do use our base. Now, my Armance is faster. My Armance is like 440 right now. And my Fabian will be faster than Armance. Are we gonna have pretty much the same matchup? Like, Rotos is good against Fabian and Garol, and it's really terrible against Solanar and Galatir. And Rotos is the only champion that I have that can deal with Garol, so I think I have to pick Rotos, but I wish I could pick something else. If I had more, you know, if I had better Carnage build, I would probably pick Carnage in this battle, but he's not gonna have enough accuracy. I think I fought multiple R-base even earlier today. I want to say at least 2. Best tips to use R-base or which champion? Are we still talking about her? Usually people build R-base kind of fast. They used to build her like really tanky, but that's not really how they built her. Just really high speed and turn meter booster and like lots of utility. You can petrify, you can buff strip, revive on death, lockout. All of her skills are quite good. Huh? Is that a 6-piece Mercurial Garol? I don't think he had 9-piece. Magic Affinity for the win. Fishing hat number 2. Are you talking about this one? or the other one? That one is fishing hat. This is my raving party hat. Shout out to all of the RuneScape enjoyers. I didn't mean that kind of party hat, but you know. What do I think about lethal plus Teal on Predator? Yeah, I mean, I think that would make sense. You can totally build him with Stone Skin, but I kind of like just going for damage. I mean, I was running my Predator in lethal and cruel. I wasn't strong enough to do lethal and seal, but it's basically the same type of deal, just going for max damage. I do like the sweet parry. A lot of people were doubters about it, but I really like my sweet parry set. By the way, is the music too loud? I used to have it too loud and people complained. Then I put it a lot quieter, and then people were complaining that the music has been too quiet lately in my videos. If you saw my last couple of videos, I put it a lot louder than it has been recently. Yeah, well, the baseball cap was like a gift from Plarium. I don't know where I have it. It's somewhere close by, but yeah, it's a gift from Plarium. That's why I was using it. I will say I'm more like a bucket hat type of guy as well, definitely. Okay, it's not going that bad. 2-1. I guess it's too early to tell, but we are meeting powerful teams. I'm pretty high. Well, okay, not that high rank. Fuck, I lost a lot of points. I was like 180 or something yesterday. How are we rank 500? I guess people played a lot of games last 2 days. I already like dabbed into the top hundreds, but now I'm barely top 500. I guess I lost some points. I think I lost maybe like 30 points. The margins are just too, like, not too, but like very small now with the new season. Wait, there's no music? No, there's music. Some of the songs are louder than others. I mean, well, some people like it, some people don't, Jeff. But I'm kind of trying to, set the kind of RPG fantasy mood. I like it. I know that everybody does not, but yeah. Also, I think it kind of not to go to like a nitty gritty like YouTube grinder mode, but it differentiates my channel a little bit from other raid ones. Okay, I think I kind of like Donatello against Joan. Joan can be scary with her block revive, especially when Rotos is one of my better picks against her, and he can triple hit Rotos down. Though the block revive is like conditional, it doesn't always happen. And obviously she can do it on any other nuker too, but I think Donatello is quite useful in those battles. What? Ukko? Don't tell me that's a Stormcaller Ukko. It would be super funny if he had both Ukko and Marius in Stormcaller in the same team. That would be OP. There's no way. I haven't seen a Stormcaller Ukko yet. I'm kind of surprised nobody's even like memeing on it a little bit. Oh fuck, I'm a little bit skip chat again. Oh fuck, and I didn't look YouTube at all. What's up? I mean Twitch. What's up everybody on Twitch? Didn't ever know you streamed on Twitch. Thought it was just YouTube. Yeah, it's kind of a new thing. Well, not that new. I've been doing it for like this year. But I kind of dual stream at the same time. Obviously I have a lot bigger presence in YouTube because I never streamed on Twitch until now. And I'm just a new noob on Twitch, but yeah. Can you help me with Trunda Hydra team? I'm not the guy to ask help for PvE, especially Hydra and Chimera. I hate it. I'm not endgame in that content. And I don't want to manual with Tranda. I really don't want to do that. How can you consider yourself a streamer without reading chat? Well, I'm streaming on YouTube. Most people are watching on YouTube, so I sometimes, well, quite frequent, I forget to check Twitch chat. So anyway, what's up everybody on Twitch? Subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's my primary content, videos. More videos than streaming, to be honest. Why am I faster? Oh, come on, one more turn. Oh, we actually got it. Okay, OP. Why am I faster on my roto? No. Okay, just A1. Why am I faster on my rotos than he is on Marius and Ukko? Stop asking every champions you don't have to get nerfed. To be fair, wasn't the first poll that I did on Predator. I literally did first poll on my best champion precisely because, you know, people would bring that up. I'm doing like polls on every single meta champion. There's gonna be a lot, like I said on my first post. It's not gonna be just the first few ones that you might have and get, you know, not happy with. I'm gonna poll every single one, just so that we have some data about player opinions. Some people also got a little bit mad, obviously, which I get, but I've always been saying, you know, this is maybe a little bit controversial, but just do A3. No, do A2. My stance has always been that if we really want to fix the meta, which, to be fair, I don't think Brehm does want to do anyway, so you don't have to worry about it, and they very rarely nerf champions, and if they do, it's like almost only for PvE, not PvP. But if we really want to make the PvP more competitive, you know, there's two ways to do it. We could like buff 1000 champions, which Brehm is not gonna do. It's too much work. And usually when they buff champions, it's not that big deal. Or we could nerf like 10 champions, and then it would be a lot more balanced and competitive. So I know nerfing is like negative, and people take it personally, which I get. But I think nerfing is a lot easier way to actually balance the game for PvP. But that's my opinion. Brehm is not gonna listen to me too much, so don't worry about it. But I'm gonna do like 30 polls or something like that. I'm gonna do one champion every day. You can just, you know, come back in a month and vote for every champion on the community tab, and you can still participate on it. I'm planning to, you know, post those stuff to the community managers and try to, you know, lobby them a little bit to nerf what are the most hated champions. But I wouldn't put my, you know, hopes too high that Brehm is gonna listen to me or the community, but, you know, I'm trying. Not the first time I do it, by the way, but I've done polls on like individual champions. I never did like poll on every meta champion, which is what I'm planning to do right now. Unfortunate. Should I go for like a blind Carnage pick? No, I'll rather go blind Brockney. Are you never tempted for a one-off spending spree to try and get Theo? Nah, I'm too black-pilled at this point. I will still, if there's a champion like Predator on Forge Pass, I will get it. I might even get one more Bolster Pass. But I'm kind of resisting the temptation, to be honest. I just, everybody feels that way, but I just have been screwed by champion RNG so hard. The best champion I have ever pulled in this game, that is not like a fusion champion, is Nakarada. What would even be my second best champion? Westeel? I guess, well, maybe Gallows. Those are like the best champions that I have pulled. I never pulled good champions, to be honest. I'm not buying shards. I'm just gonna play the long game and hope that at some point I get lucky. It's always like right now there's actually quite many good champions in meta. In the previous metas there's like couple top tier ones and everything else sucks pretty much. Maybe couple top tier ones, a lot more mediocre ones, and everything else is terrible. Now there is quite many top tier champions, really many, like couple dozen of them, and newer champions tend to be better, at least some of them. Always like some of the newest champions are the best champions in the game. Maybe at some point I get lucky, I pull like a really OP champion when it's new, and then I can do really well in arenas for a while, but I'm not like planning to constantly whale. Think about it this way. A lot of the best accounts in the game, well, many of them have been sold and people have whaled on them afterwards, but if you whaled back in the day for like a Warlord or Hegemon, that's completely irrelevant right now. And that's pretty much, that's even the case for Taras and Marichka. Marichka sees a little bit play, Taras really doesn't see any play at all in top tier arenas, and not, Marichka barely, but kind of. Even those are out of the meta right now, so it's like a revolving door, and new champions will replace old ones, and I'm not, I'm too black-pilled about it. I'm just focusing on chilling in the game, and I'm not gonna buy shards. Nothing against people if they want to buy them, fair enough. But well, I will get a little bit salty sometimes if I fight like Uber whale accounts and they just have like way too good teams. It does make me a little bit sad, but should I just do A1? Just do A1. Save both of the abilities. Oh, fuck. Is that it? Nah, I'm still gonna lose. Rotos A3 is on cooldown. I don't think I can make this. It's 7 Mercurial nice, which is really bad for Rotos. Come on. I have like one chance. Because of Ward of the Fallen, I can take one A1 from nice. If I get extra turn now, I win. Otherwise, I think it's over. No, fuck. Wait, oh yeah, fuck. I forgot. I get extra turn anyway. Yeah, only survived because of Ward of the Fallen. Okay, never mind. I lied. I think we're good. Yeah. Death Dealer OP. I don't think he even had Xibia Servitude, but usually they do. The Gardacons will pretty much always have it. Theodosia hate has gone too far. She's nowhere near to the thing people are calling her. I mean, you can obviously buff strip and there's ways to deal with her. My personal opinion, I would say that Theodosia is the best champion in the game, but feel free to disagree. I will say that if you look, for instance, top Platinum Arena, like top 20, 100% of teams are gonna be running Theodosia. So, okay, last reset there was one guy that was memeing with Mavara. The Vampire account was running like Jingwon, Mavara, Marius, and was it like Grixia meme team, but every single other team is gonna run or account is gonna run Theodosia, Grixia, Marius generally, and then one flex spot, but even not just Theodosia. Basically, every single team in top 30 is gonna have both Theodosia and Grixia. And Marius kind of got popular in the recent times in defense as well, so usually that too. Those three are kind of the core team for most top defense teams. Do I even go Brockney against this team? I think either Brockney or Ankara at least want the Magic Affinity champion. Let's just go with Brockney anyway. I'm running Wand of Submission on my Brockney now because he can actually proc it even against Stormcaller Marius that is in Mercurial. So I feel like Wand actually makes sense on him specifically. Like he can actually stun people even if they have Mercurial or polymorph them or whatever CC. Triple lockout. Triple lockout, double block revive, cooldown reset, unkillable. Nice. That's the power creep that we got. And most of these champions are quite new. Some of them are a little bit older, like Nice and Grixia, but in overall terms, obviously they're all new, but yeah. You need a lockout champion. Well, I'm gonna get Fabian soon, so... I don't have a good Mercurial accuracy defense snooker set for Marius yet, Leadfoot. I don't have Stormcaller. It wouldn't be fast, it wouldn't be high accuracy. I don't think it's gonna be worth it to run. Plus it's gonna get locked out, like in this battle. I think running Leonardo actually, unironically, makes sense on my account more often than running Marius. Probably when I get Fabian, it's gonna be easier to run Marius because they might not have another lockout, or you know, they might only have 2 lockouts and I get 1, and then you know, I might be able to ban it or something. Okay, this went pretty good. Can we finish the job though? He's definitely gonna get some revives, but I do have them too. Ah, Grixia. I think that was the worst one for him to revive, to be honest. I think we're still good. Yeah, Rotos can do this. Nice has actually kind of gotten a lot less popular recently. I do really well against Nice. A lot of the other newer champions like Bayek and Solanar and those kind of things, even Predator, I struggle against them a lot more than Nice, even though Nice is still definitely really strong. It kind of depends the types of teams that enemy team is running, and Nice happens to be kind of okay matchup against my roster, even though it's super good. Who is favorite Pokemon? Well, are we talking about like competitive wise or just like the nostalgia and vibes? Larvitar probably is my favorite Pokemon. I always liked Larvitar, and I played Tyranitar a lot in Pokemon games, even competitive, but it's quite long time that Tyranitar was really viable, but it's always kind of like pseudo-viable in competitive, especially when I kind of specialize in Trick Room teams. Regardless of meta, I always run Trick Room team in Pokemon, which is basically the same thing that same type of playstyle I'm doing in Raid. TLDR for those people that don't play Pokemon, the combat is actually pretty much exactly the same as in Raid. The difference is kind of in that in Raid it's RNG what stats you get and what Pokemons you get or champions. In Pokemon you can obviously grind whatever Pokemon you want, and you can like breed it the way that you get the kind of stats that you want. So maybe you want to go for more speed or more special defense, or you want to go more health, or you want to go low speed on purpose. And I only play, not only, but I mostly play slow teams in Pokemon. That's kind of my playstyle. The meta is speed teams. People run fast Pokemon that go first, and they build them with maximum speed, and they have the kind of nature that gives them even extra speed. That's always basically the meta. There's one ability that makes the slower Pokemon go first, like for several turns. It basically swaps the speed, and I always specialize in teams that use that ability. You still need to mix some Donatello. I think we just go Donatello and not Theodos, not Harvest Jack. You still need to fix some, you need to mix some fast champion in those teams to kind of sometimes surprise enemy. Basically it's gonna be like you have like 4 champions at the start, like in the lobby, kind of like in Raid, and then you can choose like 4 of them, or depending on the play, like the game mode. But like let's say that you have 6 champions and you will choose 4 of them, and 2 of them you're not gonna use, and it's usually gonna be something like probably like one or two fast champions, and everybody else is minimum speed. Not only are they like champions that are like just naturally very low base speed, but they also have like the kind of nature that they lose speed. Anyway, that's enough about Pokemon. Yeah, Tyranitar has good stats. Not only the stats, well, the stats are a big part of him, but you probably know, if you're like a Pokemon player, you obviously know the item weakness policy. I'm not catched up to date of like the newest Pokemons that have been added, but historically Tyranitar has basically been the best champion in the game to use weakness policy. It's basically like an item that if you take super effective damage, then you know increase your attack, you double your attack. Tyranitar is like weak to almost everything, but also one of the most tankiest champions in the game, and he has like a passive that increases his special defense, and I used to run that. And then if you run like a Trick Room team where you can reverse speed, and you build him like max damage, max tankiness, no speed, and they go first, they hit you super effective, you almost die, you double your damage, then you hit them, you one-shot them, and then you get the Trick Room up, and then you go first and you one-shot the rest of their Pokemon. I always like doing that with Tyranitar. But also back in the day, like in like the third, the second, yeah, the second, like Crystal, the second Pokemon game. You know, it was like one of the coolest champions. I remember that in the Pokemon, the actual like TV show, there was like some cool interactions with Larvitar, the first version of Tyranitar. And yeah, it was always kind of like an end game champion that you can't really get it at the start of the game. You get it just when you're about to finish, or after you finish the game you can get it, but it was good in competitive battles with other players. Anyway, how does everybody else like the Pokemon talk? I can talk about Pokemon for days. There's also one guy called Yasser. He makes Pokemon videos. He also often, watches my content. I actually know like one Pokemon content creator. I think many raid players actually write Pokemon because I think SMG plays Pokemon. I think even Cowfish said that he likes Pokemon and plays it, and I think multiple other content creators, when we have talked privately, they actually play Pokemon. So as I said, raid and Pokemon is actually very similar. The combat is pretty much exactly the same, almost the same. It's just that you have more. You can't wail in Pokemon. Everybody can, if you want to do Stormcolor Marius, then you can do it. But I'm still always playing Rotos and Predator in Pokemon as well. Tyranitar is basically Rotos in a way. It's a slow tanky champion that does big boy damage. Okay, now we're kind of in trouble. I think we still lose this one. Yeah. I was doing good against the nice teams, couple battles in a row, but I think it was finally time for me to get soloed by a nice. Yeah. $100 gems, fuck. I was playing too much arenas earlier today, and I wasn't even making a video. Ah, fuck, I'm a little bit behind in messages. Give me a sec. If you have been on my streams before, this happens every time anyway, so. What can we do differently in this battle? I feel like we could just play the same champions and it might go better next time, to be honest. If I pick Rotos, I have to last pick Rotos. I could go Harvest Jack too. That could be an option instead of Brockney. I almost want to run the same thing. I think we can beat him next time. He's probably gonna do the same picks and bans because he won the last one, but I think that I think he got lucky. I want to redo this. Well, let's see. Maybe not. Are you planning to go Thailand? Time to meet woman. I think Thailand is like a cool vacation place. I have been once there when I was young. And nothing against people who go Thailand for all that, but that's not really me. So I wouldn't go to Thailand for a woman. Whatever kind of woman are you looking for? Like actual wife or just hookups? I don't judge, but that's not really me. I mean, I'm a libertarian. I think that prostitution should be legal and it shouldn't be government's place to tell people what to do with their money or with their body. But at the same time, I think for me personally, it's a little bit cringe. You know, I don't think I need to pay somebody for that, and I wouldn't want to hook up with somebody who is expecting something in return in the first place anyway. So, plus, you know, I enjoy gaming and fishing way more than bar hunting. But we might go actually with my family to Thailand or some other East Asian country later this year. There has been some talks about it. I think I've said it before on the stream, but like, you know, one of my family members have cancer. It's not like horrible cancer, so they might actually be fine. But in case they're not, we kind of want to take probably a longer vacation at the end of the year. So, and I think they personally liked our Thailand trip, so we might actually go Thailand. Also, I've told this before also, but there's kind of a cringe story that I have like a Swedish uncle. And one time when we were in my parents' sauna, he was like bragging about hooking up with underage prostitutes in Thailand in like, you know, decades ago, like before I was born. But yeah, you know, that left quite bad taste in the mouth of me, my father, and my brother. We were all like chilling outside of sauna. Yeah, that was kind of that was kind of horror story. I don't think he realized how we took it, but it sounded like horrible. So it's looking kind of good. Was I right that if we just play this back, we can do well? Or is it gonna go the same way again? Rotos died. Ah, fuck. He got Theodosia, and he's gonna revive everybody. It's not over yet, but no, fuck, 2-turn cooldown. Ah, I think it's over. And he got the Chainbreaker proc. Only 25% chance. Yeah, I like Dragonite too. It's also one of my favorites. The, you know, Ruby and Sapphire, those are my favorite games. The Generation 3, or actually the remake of them, Emerald, I think that's my favorite Pokemon game, but the Generation is my favorite. I will say, you know, in defense to the people that are defending their Theodosias, I have like one clan mate who has Theodosia. He's probably gonna watch the stream afterwards and, you know, tell me his... I should have done the A2, fuck. And tell... fuck, I think I misplayed it. But, like, he's gonna probably say something about it afterwards, but he has Theodosia and Hilvi, and he keeps telling me that Hilvi is better than Theodosia because of, like, the champions that are in meta, and he prefers Hilvi over Theodosia, which I think is kind of like a meme. I think he's trolling. He's gonna give me spanking in DMs if he sees this, but, you know, some people think that way. I don't think Hilvi is bad. I think Hilvi can, for instance, buff strip Tecteon, because it's not like a hit buff strip. Hilvi has gotten a lot less popular now. She's not very common pick, but I think Hilvi is still good. Great. I don't think it's better than Theodosia, though. I think that's trolling. He's so trolling about it. He keeps sending me pictures where he fights people that have Theodosia, and he has Theodosia and he doesn't pick it, and he picks Hilvi and wins. And it's against good accounts, and then he's like, see, there you go. The account that I'm talking about in game is called Sabrile Simp. If you play Live Arena a lot and at high ranks, you probably have seen him before. He doesn't have like, you know, crazy whale account. He has some good champions, but he's quite, you know, not crazy account, and he's very high rank. He likes to use dodges and Nakarada as well that are not even remotely popular. We to stop the bullshit. Literally every top player runs in arena mode in their main team. It's true. I think live arena, to be fair, is different than classic arena, and it does depend on the matchups. Like, you know, just because a champion is strong, maybe another champion that counters it is also very strong and popular, it changes things. So just because champion is really good, standalone, doesn't actually make it good in live arena. It could be worse or weaker, despite of his own, you know, abilities, based on what other champions are meta. But Theodosia is still, you know, one of the top ones. I mean, again, I would say that, in my personal opinion, Theodosia is the best champion in the game, but it's all situational. Like, you know, depends what type of teams they're running and what types of champions you have. But if I have to like pick one champion for a new account for arena, I would pick Theodosia. I could just build around it, do speed teams, do go second teams, whatever I happen to get. Grixia might also be, maybe I think Grixia is also on that level. I probably would pick actually a support first and not a nuker. Grixia would be another one. I might actually pick Grixia over Theodosia. How dare you suggest the nerf of Nice? Lots of laugh. Maria and Marius destroy him every time Maria is broken with 3 buffs. Again, you know, calm down. Like I said in my original message, I'm doing this poll on every single meta champion. Also, I'm not saying that in my comment I'm not like giving my opinion about it. I'm trying to stay neutral. I'm trying to not affect other people's opinions about it. So I'm not saying that, you know, I voted no or yes for this champion. So I'm trying to keep the polls professional. I didn't say my opinion about Nice in the poll. Also, on every champion I'm putting no first and not yes nerf first, because I'm not trying to affect people's opinion and make them nerf everything. That's why I put it intentionally as the second option. So I'm trying to be like as non-biased on every champion as possible. I could say that I could put nerf Nice as the first choice on the poll, and I could say something like, you know, Nice has been dominating arenas for too long. Is it time to nerf him? I could put it that way and try to slant the polls, but I'm trying to keep it keep it professional. Next time you push Plat, take screenshot of top 20. I think the leaderboards is always a little bit scuffed and they get scrambled instantly, but I think it's on my stream and probably many other ones if you need to see the last reset specifically. Back in the day, Rats used to always do top 20 like rank pictures for Platinum Arena, and I used to have like a channel on my Discord where I would post top 20, And I would just always take the screenshot that the rats made, and it was very easy. And there was always like somebody that does it in Mad for the clan, like historical records. I don't have access to that chat anymore, so... Oh fuck, I misclicked. It's fine. Would have been better to do A2, but I don't think it's game over yet. Is there any point to do a... No. Just go other form. Oh, I shouldn't have done the A3 though. Should have done just A1. Now I lost the shield, I can't get the total guard stacks from like Maria if it hits Ambrose. Am I gonna get soloed by Maria? Fuck. Both of his champions have a little bit solo potential. It's not over yet. Okay, that could have gone worse. Well, it could have gone better. I could have just not misclicked, but... Maria passive OP. Congrats on retirement. My grandparents have been enjoying their retirement as well. My grandfather, and I like him, you know, if you saw in Discord, we kind of... my grandfather is a little bit of a drunk, you know. I was talking about it recently, but, you know, I like him a lot. He always kind of taunts me that, you know... I'm retired, fuck you. Something along those lines. My grandfather is basically like a hardcore drunk, and he's always been like a big troll. Even before the word troll was a thing, he has all his life been like a troll, so... he's a really funny guy to hang with. My mother kind of hates him because he's always just, you know, talking shit. But he's really funny. And he sometimes taunts me about the fact that he like asks me that do you know what I do for a living? He keeps asking that when he's drunk, and then when I say, you know, whatever I say that, you know, you don't do work, or I know that you're retired, whatever I answer, it doesn't matter. Then he's gonna taunt me that he's just, you know, doesn't have to do anything, he's done. So it must you know, must be nice. I will say that my life goal is not to, you know, I don't want to work when I'm like 70 or 80. Not to get too political, but there was like a big thing in politics recently. If I'm sure many people in the chat know who is Ben Shapiro. And Ben Shapiro, I don't have a quote, maybe somebody can find his tweet about this, but he said something like, you know, people should be like there shouldn't be a retirement, and people should, he's like looking forward to work when he's 80 or something like that, and people shouldn't get retirement from government or something like that. I don't agree with that. I think retirement is a good thing, and we should not put old people to work, and we should let them have some fun times while they can. And the earlier the better, because if you're like 80, you can't do that much, but if you're like 60, you can still like travel the world and do sailboating or whatever you wanted to do in your life that you were never able to do. So fuck. I can't deal with Nell. Nell is one of those champions, I always have to ban it. I guess we just go the same team every time. Rooster could be interesting option here instead of Rotos. But Rotos would be so much tankier. I don't know. I'm a little bit tempted to go with Galleos. But nah, we still go Rotos. Rotos is empowered, he has good gear, he has blessing. It does add up. He's quite a lot faster than my Galleos. I think Galleos is like 370. I mean 270. And I think Rotos is like 320. And he doesn't even have the speed ascension on the boots. I still need to get it done. Why would every top Kraken with best drivers push Platinum with Theo if it wasn't OP? True. I mean, I will say that, you know, there's obviously a distinction between a champion being like, you know, S tier, as good as it gets, and it being OP. It can be a fine line, it can kind of depend on the meta. I will say that even if champion is, you know, top dog, necessarily not OP, but it depends. I think for me the OP part comes if there's like literally no way to like counter or deal with a specific champion. And you can deal with Theodosia, but she just does everything like the best. So it's not like you can't play against her. But it's really hard, and she's definitely better than like other similar options, and she does like multiple champions role as one champion. I think the Brockney is kind of hidden OP against the evil Hecaton. As long as we don't run out of shields. I don't want to do A2. I think I just do A1. But obviously there is times where Galatir or Hilvi might actually be better than Theodosia. I'm not disputing that. It always depends on the matchup. And, you know, not everybody has every champion. You don't have every champion. So it also depends on the Brockney interesting, yeah. I made a video about him recently explaining the interaction. It just a couple days ago on YouTube channel, you can see it. But TLDR not only does his passive, if you have shields up, remove the enemy total guard stacks, but he also does it before like Wand of Submission or Frostbite. So I'm running him in Wand of Submission and Frostbite 2-piece item set, and he can stun Stormcaller Mariuses and other things, and he's been really good for me lately. Also the only champion on my account that I can do +4, kind of funny coincidence that out of all champions, 9-piece Mercurial happened to make Brockney great again. I'll take it. Oh yeah, I'm really behind. I'm so behind in the chat. Holy moly. And I want to eat my pie, but I'm trying to finish the chat too. What's up, Metro and everybody else? Yeah, I think, you know, obviously good win ratio is better, but obviously some accounts are better than others, and you kind of need to take that into account. It's easy, again, no hate to drivers, even though, you know, I do kind of hate them often in Discord and chat, but, you know, It's easy to say that get 80% win ratio when you're playing an account that has like, 5,000 years of advantage against the people that you're stomping. But, the accounts are not the same. Obviously, you might be better driver than other drivers too, but probably you shouldn't lose to a free-to-play account if you're like driving on crypto or whatever top-tier account. Okay, I think we go this time with Jack. Jack, and I would really want to pick Carnage. He's just not ready for this yet. I think we go Rotos and Jack and hope for the best. I don't do well against Gizmark teams. They usually farm me with that. What's up, Blissey? I like the battle tower in Ultrasun, and I almost had the whole Dex field. The best battle tower, in my opinion, like I said before, my favorite game is Pokemon Emerald. Pokemon Emerald also has the best battle tower. They did like tons of features in that game. For some reason they didn't do it in the future games. The post game on Emerald is just the craziest. If you have never played it, go check it out yourself. But there's like a big island with just multiple different game modes that kind of are like end-game challenges and make it super interesting. I wish they would have just... if they didn't have better ideas, just copy the Emerald Battle Tower and do it in every single game in the future, but for some reason they stopped doing it. Well, there's many champions that you can put Death Dealer on. Rotos is an obvious one, but people run it on many things. For instance, Carnage is a popular one. Actually, people often run it on Garrel too, especially if it's like 9-piece Mercurial Garrel, and then you run Death Dealer, and then you make it as fast as possible, or just try to get the good stats on that. Those are very popular, and you can run many other things too. I think Commodus is another popular one to run in Death Dealer. A3 or A1. I kind of want to do A1 on Garrel. I might be able to kill it before it takes a turn if I happen to steal the stone skin. I think I'm gonna YOLO with that. Can we get the stone skin? No. Happens. It has lightning gauge. Hilvi is Teemu Theodosia. Well, when you put it that way, now it makes me feel even more sad about missing her, because I feel like I'm like the Teemu live arena player anyway. All of my champions are kind of like the Teemu champions. Though I will say that I've never bought anything from Teemu. I always buy from AliExpress. But Shinny's next mythical is going to be Mikage. Guess what was my first mythical that I pulled from shards? Mikage. It is what it is. But yeah, that would be my second Mikage, by the way. I haven't completed the Mikage fusion at all, because that was my first pull. I think I should kill Garrel, right? Yeah. There's no way I have enough damage for Theodosia. I want to do it, but I don't believe believe in myself. Vitu, I'm the only player here who has good plat placement. I doubt you haven't finished plat if you think Theo isn't OP. Well, to be fair, Feely, there's quite many people that finish really high up in the chat. You wouldn't be the only one. There's multiple people that, you know, finish top 20 all the time, so... But obviously it's drivers. It's always drivers. I think we're good. We can just A3 and get rid of the ally protection. Surely I have enough damage with A2. And he's still in the second form, so not much he can do, I think. Right? There's no way he can CC me to death at this point. Surely I'm gonna kill the Theodosia even with my supports if I have to. Come on. Hit harder, Mavara. Sometimes Brockney slaps insanely hard. I had one battle Brockney hit 60k with A1 just because he has so high base health, or like, well, both base health and the build. He has so high health that he frequently like kind of hits almost like fuck my life. Rotos or no, we call Rotos, right? He frequently kind of does things like Niamhe almost. That he's not a nuker, but actually. No! No! I was so close. No! Wait, fuck me, he's gonna get the revive. I don't think I can make a comeback. I don't have Brockney stuns anymore, so I mean Brockney shield, so I can't deal with the Marius. Okay, we lost. Fuck me. See, Theodosia OP, there you go. Theodosia does it again. I hate her so much. What's up, DJ Ushi? I don't know how you say that name, but that's how I said it. You have to be on the Council of Krakens to decide what is and isn't OP. Well, people are free to have, you know, differing opinions. Everybody's biased. You're gonna be biased based on what you happen to have, not just champions, but what you know, relics and so on you got, what builds and gear, and then you're gonna, you know, obviously hate the people that you have hard time dealing with and might be biased in favor of things that you have that other people hate. I would say that in my defense, I don't have a lot of things, so I think I can be in that way kind of in a way more more objective, because I don't have too many champions that I'm trying to you know, defend. The only champion that I have that I should like defend is Predator, and I freely admit that Predator is OP. Playing with two. The other guy, the Zabral Simp, he does the same thing as you. He sends me DMs of his battles where he doesn't use Theodosia even though he has it. You're both trolling with that. Just use your Theodosia since you have it. Might as well. And he has even like much worse account than you. It's not like he has tons of you know, No offense, but you know, you have better champions than him. He's playing with like free-to-play champions. But Theodosia is one of his best ones and he's still not using it, so that's not... I don't approve that. Do I go for... I still want to go for Garnet's ban. I'm gonna let him have both Lookout and Armans. Okay, this is nice. Procty gets banned quite often, but if they don't ban Predator, then basically I have a chance to win any battle. Yeah, Grats on retirement, Leadfoot. Often people kind of look down on retirement or retiring early. I don't. I think it's a good thing. I don't think, you know, people used to die of old age when they were like 35. I don't like the fact that we're continuously expanding the retirement age, like to like, you know, higher level. And looking down on people that are like working as police or at least in Finland it works that way, that if you're like a police officer or you're like in military or you're like a teacher or something like that, those people can often like retire earlier than other people. And some people, you know, look down on that. I don't. I think, you know, unless you really want to do whatever you're doing, and even if you do, you know, I think retiring early and enjoying life is a good thing. Obviously depends on your goal. I guess some people want to work when they're 80, and if they want to do it, then good for them. Damn, we're tapping heavy into the gems. This is gonna be the last refresh. I don't think we have 30 minutes left. Surely I'm not gonna pay another 100 gems. I just got gems and I already used almost half of them. Yeah, I totally agree with you in their Leadfoot. My goal, I told this before many times, but the house that I'm living in is like my grandfather's summer house, let's put it that way. Not that he's like a uber rich guy, but he has 2 houses. He built them both himself. He doesn't live here. I want to get this house. I want to buy it. That's my plan. That's my goal. My goal is not to be the richest man in the world, but if I could live on my, you know, nice house, which I like. I just like how it's designed. It's a very unique house. Or my nice house in like a quiet, very small town, next to lake, next to nature. I can do all kinds of things. It's chill here. I don't have to worry about like robberies or anything else. It's quiet and everybody knows each other's, you know. Many of the like neighboring people are literally like relatives to me. You know, I want to be here. I want to like fish and play games. And you know, my life goal is not to be the richest person in the world. So also, one of my side goals, I want to be a little bit more... Do I use Rotos in this battle? I think we still use it. He has so high blessings that I don't think my Carnage is gonna work here. I want to be more self-sufficient. Fishing, I think I'm kind of, you know, fine on that department. I need to start growing more things. There is things growing here, like fruits and stuff. I'm planning to... plant a little bit more. Last time when I had a fever, I had like what do you call it in English? Epiphany? Tell me how you say that word. I had like enlightenment that I need to get elderberry like bush, so that I can have elderberry juice when I'm I have fever next time. I want to do more that kind of things. But there is a bunch of different things that do grow here. I even have wild raspberries growing here. Not too many, but I mean wild strawberries, I mean. Which is kind of like a different breed than the conventional strawberries that people have. But I do have them here. Sheeny noticed me. I did say hi to you earlier, Blissy. Okay, yeah, there's no way, right? Can I still get this? Wait. I need to play this right. He's gonna get the extra turn. But am I still just gonna get soloed by the rooster? Maybe not. Maybe Brockney's gonna save me. He doesn't have too much multi-hits with Gallows. Only if he gets defense down and is on the second form and does 8-2. Do we have enough damage? If I have attack buff, surely I have enough damage. Okay, we're good. Brockney OP. Oh, wait. Not auto. Damn, if auto hit him now and then Rooster soloed me, that would have been sad. I'm good, right? Yeah, let's go. I'll take it. I wasn't expecting to win that one. Shinny is 10 minutes behind. Well, I'm less behind than Boomer used to be. So it's hard to catch up with the chat. It's not as easy as you think. I don't know if the sheep was that good big. I don't think Brocked polymorphed too many times so far. I'm gonna play with it for like a week and then I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna use it or not. I mean, I will say that I think Maria is really good. She is really top tier. Kind of RNG. Obviously, I think that like, I don't know, Garol is definitely better, but it's not that much better. Mario is actually really good. Did you put heart on Brockney? So I put heart on him, and then I realized afterwards I can use Wand, and he can still stun Marius with his own storm color. And then I put him on Wand. So I wasted a little bit gems, but I did try heart on him. I could put it on somebody else, but there's just one guy even convinced me to put my Donatello in what do you call it? The one that gives you speed and has a chance, Hallowed Hilt. He convinced me to put my Donatello in Hallowed Hilt and just try to get more resistance from other sources, and I did that. I'm not running Ball Cardiac Heart right now on anybody. Okay, now we got the polymorph. Just when I was complaining about it. Should I, wait, should I just do A1? I think I should literally do A1, yeah. Roto 7 got it. Perfect. And he doesn't have Theodosia this time. He only has lowly Maritska. Meaning that there's no whale and we can actually just feast on the Garrel. See, no Theodosia, not even Galatir, so much easier. Obviously some other people might be able to deal with that with their champions, but I can't. But I can definitely deal with Maritska. 2 Mikages is nice for PvE. Other people have said that too, and that I should I don't think I want to do A3. I guess I'll do it anyway. Other people... Nah, actually no, A1. Other people have told me that I should get the second one, and I am working on it. I'll get it. I'm not in like a rush. I don't really care about PvE that much. But yeah, I definitely should get second Mikage, especially since I... Oh, Donatello Pog, let's go. Especially since I do have Toshiro, meaning that I can run one Mikage team with Toshiro and one Mikage team with Ninja in Hydra. So I definitely need to get it. I'm just not a PvE guy, to be honest. How am I liking Polymorph Brockney? Well, I was just talking about it before I saw your message. I just put him on it at the start of this stream, actually, when I got the gems. Oh, he gave up. Maybe he could have still soloed me. Who knows? Yeah, I just got it at the start of the stream, so I don't have enough sample. Oh wait, we're doing kind of okay. I thought I was doing way worse. That's not bad. This is pretty good on my account, to be honest, but I think I might maybe like dodge the worst Uber whales. On morning I was fighting them a lot. But yeah, I just got the polymorph. I don't have enough sample size to make my mind up about it yet. Ask me in a week. Well, I'll probably tell you without asking. Maybe I'll talk about it on stream or make a video. Who knows? Let them look down on me all they want, just means I've been successful enough to retire. Yeah, that's nice. I know you have posted those nice fishing pictures. I guess you have like a good boat too. If I recall right, you had like a kind of nice looking boat. I don't think it was like a cheap small one. I think it was like a good fishing boat. That's pretty, you know, that's pretty much what I want to do too. Fish and play games, maybe occasionally, you know, visit my local bar and talk with the old people. Love your last video showing Frostbite. Thanks. As I said in that video, Frostbite is my favorite item set. In a way, my Platinum Arena journey kind of started with Frostbite because I really started popping off in Arena when I got every single champion in my defense team in 2-piece Frostbite back in the day. I have had everybody in 2-piece Frostbite, 2-piece Swift, 4-piece Swift Parry for the set before we had the what you have now. And it was a very weird team. Obviously nobody else was running it like that. Nobody was running Frostbite at all. And it did me really well. Rooster or Rotos? I kind of want to run Rooster in this battle. Okay, here's a funny story. So, I forget, I was trying to join the Ancient Order originally. And I remember I showed them like a picture, I don't remember what, but I think it was like me finishing like top 50 or something. And they said that they don't believe, no, that was another clan. I forget which clan was that. Ancient Order said that I had too low player power. Some other clan, I don't remember which one it was. One of the top arena clans at the time. How don't I remember which one it was? Was it GNL? I don't remember. Maybe it was GNL. One clan said that I showed them a picture of me finishing something like top 50 and they didn't believe me. They said that I have to get video. They don't believe that I finished it on my account. And then my friend Rats joined Mad. We were in the same clan at the time. And then I had video because before when I was trying to join Arena clan, they told me that they don't believe me. Then I had video for Mad of me finishing like high rank with at the time with my very scuffed team, which was Vogot, Rotos, Rector and Arbiter. That was my defense team. Everybody in is Frostbite and Swift Parry. And that's kind of where I started popping off. Well, I started popping off a little bit before it, but basically, I got into good clan because of Frostbite, and then I started doing a lot of teams around it, and I kind of got momentum, and I got more into it, and Frostbite is just a fun set. I feel like the community maybe I'm surprised it's not like a fan favorite set. It's just fun one to play with, and it never became like a popular one. I think the content creators just didn't hype it. I'm sure some content creator did, but I think if just some content creator made videos about it, then everybody else would have, and then it would have become like a popular thing. But it was never popular. Nobody was farming it. I remember people in my clan were memeing me farming it. I don't even remember what else you can farm in that rotation, but it's not anything relevant, I'm pretty sure. Do I need to do whale? Yeah. Anyway, Frostbite is OP. Mercurial killed it. That's the only... Oh, no. Well, I don't think A2 would have saved me either. There's no way I can survive, right? Oh, I did. Okay, weak it. Let's go. Easy. We're safe. Yeah. Frostbite carried my account. I had good memories with Frostbite. And at this point, if I had like two equally good options, another one is Frostbite, I want to run Frostbite just for the fun of it. So I really like the fact that Borogni actually is making Frostbite usable. Also, I always farmed Frostbite since the beginning. I do have pretty good Frostbite. I have tons of triple speeds, and I think I have like, I want to say 2 quad speeds on Frostbite 2. But I think they're like on top pieces, and I don't have like a good bottom pieces or like chest or gloves specifically with HP main stat and like triple or quad speed. So I'm not running those high speed top pieces on my Brogni. But if I get like speed boots on Bolster, I might be able to do it. Thank you for your content from Lady Fan. Let's go. I don't think I have too many of those. I can show you the show you the statistics. You're gonna laugh at it. Where can it's like so? Well, okay. Let's see. I think it's like 3% women or even less. I think it's way less than 3% actually. Where is it? Okay. Yeah, it's a lot less than 3%. It's on the bottom left side. 0.5% of the audience is female. 0.3% of the audience is more than 65 years old. So we have almost the same amount of retired people as, you know, females watching my content. So they are not too many. Actually, he used to have a couple when I had my own clan. Couple females were in it, but I think they both quit. I don't think either one of those played Raid anymore. Also, actually, well, I haven't double checked if they're still together, but one of those people is, I think, still dating another guy that he met in Raid. So good for them. I've actually heard about multiple Raid hookups. Oh, there's one of those. What are the names? There are those two content creators as well. I expect it from games from like World of Warcraft and MMOs. I'm kind of surprised that there has been so many Raid Shadow Legends hookups, but good for them. Definitely, if you're a female, then you have a lot of people to choose from if you want the Raid. Not wife, husband. I don't know if that's really like a good criteria for it, but you know, could be worse. I think we go Gallows and ban Tecteon and hope his last pick isn't anything crazy. My grandpa didn't found Nokia. He's just a builder. He was a good builder, you know, hardworking good builder. He built his own house personally. He built his own other house personally. You know, my parents' house is like a big house too. There was 3 people building that house. My father, also a builder. My grandfather, a builder. And then their friend who is like an electric man. So basically they built it together. Basically 2 people built that house. And then he built 2 other houses by himself. And he built tons of houses for his friends. So, you know, he was a hardworking, good builder. Nowadays, he's a little bit old, you know. He's a drunk. It kind of tempers with his cognitive capabilities. He's fun to hang out with, but, you know, he's kind of too old. And, you know, he's not, how would I say? He's not easy to manage anymore. He's not exactly self-sufficient, let's put it that way. Last summer there was like just another example. Again, I'm not cheating on my grandfather. I like him. He's really fun to hang out with. It's more like my parents dislike him because he always, you know, causes trouble. But like one example, and he does this all the time. Last summer, my like father's sisters, my father's sister and her children, so my grandfather's you know, girl and her small children, like I want to say other one was like maybe 8 and other one was like 13, something along those lines. They were visiting here and he was just drunk every day, you know. We had to like go get him, like he would just run off. When we are looking elsewhere, he's just gonna run to the bar. My grandmother like doesn't let him have a credit card. She keeps his credit card and also his wallet so that he can't go buy alcohol, which he would instantly do if he has any money. If he finds some money, he's gonna go to the bar or you know, to buy alcohol from a store. If I leave like bottles, he's gonna exchange those bottles to buy alcohol. If I leave my wallet, you know, might take some money. You know, we need to be careful with him. Then when he comes home, he hides the alcohol everywhere around the house so that other people don't, take it away from him. And then his sister, who is also very old, like I want to say his sister is like 86, if I recall right. They have kind of, in common in that sense that they are both drunks. It is what it is. I don't know what's rollator in English. I have to Google what it is in English. My grandfather calls it a moped, but it's not a moped. What is rollator? Oh, it's rollator. It's almost the same word. Like his sister lives like very close to me, like 100 meters away from me. It's like on my way to the lake. It's just couple, houses down is her sister's house. Also drunk, very old lady, also very fun to, hang out with. She will also go to the bar, but unlike my grandfather, there's really not like anybody restricting her of doing so. Her husband has died several years ago. She will come like pick up my grandfather and they will go bar together and she will pay for everything because she has wallet. My grandfather does not. So my grandfather, in a way, like no offense to him, he's kind of like a little bit like reverted. He's almost like, in a way like a child that other people need to like manage and, pay attention that, he doesn't drink too much, it gets a little bit out of the hand. Literally, as much money as he has, he will buy as much alcohol as he can, and he will also drink everything. So what I was saying earlier, there was like one time when we were like fishing with my, my father's sisters, small children. We were just fishing with night crawlers, and then we got like a call that our grandfather is at the bar. He snuck out again, and he's like passed out on the bench, and he pissed himself, and we need to go get him. So that's kind of the, shenanigans that he's always up to. My mom really hates it. I like it, but he's kind of, you need to watch out for him. Otherwise, he's gonna have too much fun for his own good because he's quite old and it's obviously always like a risk when he does it. But, he's living his old days and doing what he, likes. If only he could just drink a little bit less. It's kind of sad because I want to be able to like let him drink. Basically everybody else in our family like doesn't let him drink. But I want him to be able to drink. If he just could drink a little bit less, then maybe other people would let him drink as well. But he has to drink too much. He has to always get blackout and piss himself. And then nobody lets him drink. If he only could do it in moderation, then we could let him do it every day and not, he always gets mad when we don't let him drink. Like my grandmother likes to buy wine, likes to hang out with their friends, and they, have like nice meals and talk all evening. And he always gives like a smaller glass to my grandfather when they drink wine and other stuff. Anyway, let's focus on the battles. Now you know my family history. Now you know that also. My grandfather is called Olli. I'll let you know that as well. Oh, Mavara got banned. Surprisingly often they don't ban my Reviver. I used to play with double Reviver a lot. These days I don't do it at all, really. What's up, Mythic Celt? I think I'm gonna get. I think I'm gonna get cocked by the Carnage. Wait. Can I? Or which one should I do first? Should I do A2 or 3? I can't decide. If I do A, I should do A3. If no, but Progny is locked out, right? No, I have to do A2. If Progny wasn't locked out, if I could get the immunity, that would be good. Okay, nice. I went before Carnage. But that's not gonna happen. Okay, I think we're good. I don't think Carnage is gonna solo me at this point. Hopefully. I mean, he can heal. Maybe he can. Surely not. Okay. He hit Predator out of all things. I guess there was like... Yeah, there was no good options. There was 2 champions that he could weak hit against, plus Donatello. Well, Donatello also, but he would resist. Okay, never mind. I was panicking for no reason. 1 minute left and it would cost me 100 gems to do it. I think we're good. Right now, rank 232. Actually, really good session. I was doing quite good. Even though I was rambling about my grandfather and fishing and Pokemon and stuff, but actually like a really great session. Almost surprisingly good for me. I feel like next session is gonna be not fun because I'm gonna get probably stronger accounts and they're gonna destroy me. Okay, now I can catch up with chat. Compared to Shinny, my account is good, but compared to others, it's not even close. Sure, like, unless you have like uber insane whale account, if you are like, you know, active in live arena and you are in top 100, you're gonna meet uber guard accounts all the time. So even if you have like a much better account than mine, you're still gonna feel small. I totally get that. Didn't Shinny ever scroll chat? Clearly not. Can you show Mavara build? Yeah, and also in all of my videos and on stream description, there is a link to my Hell Hades optimizer where you can see the Mavara build and others. I wonder if they're gonna... I didn't check it out yet if Gestal optimizer, who Final Gen Pachi told me is really good. Can you also share your builds with other people on that? But if you can, I'll make a Gestal optimizer link soon. So we're going for like half speed, half resistance, or not half speed. We're going for a maximum speed and a little bit resistance and tankiness on the side. She does do the resistance buff, so I feel like it's actually really good to run it on her. And you know, some of the pieces is like godly, because I obviously put all of my best pieces on her. Couple ones are not that crazy, and there's some potential to upgrade. My focus on her is to get faster, to be honest. Tankiness is good, but I think speed is the goal. Oh yeah, and I do have a Penta speed banner, granted that it's 5-star, but it's still pretty good. Hallowed Hilt Blessing, I need to get this plus 15. You can't proc the fervor effect with her health equalization or other things, not the passive heal either, but I'm just using it for speed. And basic reviver resistance support masteries. Oh, I did Doom Tower yet. I thought I didn't do that today. I can't get to go second to work no matter what I try, and I hate slow battles. I run glass cannon combs, and if I lose, so what, it was 30 seconds. Well, it depends what champions you have. Even if I'm like the opposite, even if I wanted to do speed teams, I can't do. Even if I had fast gear, I still couldn't do speed teams, and I don't have fast gear either, so... Kind of depends what the RNG Jesus gives you. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of run whatever on Brockney. He doesn't need like one specific one. Temporal chains and intimidating presence. It might be good to have one of those in like teams, especially if you run speed, auras, and fast teams. Life Harvest is just a really good general blessing that you can give on everybody if they don't want another specific one. But I'm trying out the polymorph. We'll see. Frostbite was useful 2-set filler until Mercurial. Yeah, but now you can do it with Brockney, and you can do it with other champions too that have some kind of recoil passive. I didn't try it, but apparently Pelops can do it too, but only like he does Magma Shield on his ability. If you have like Volcardia card on somebody, that's not gonna like remove the total card stacks when they hit it. But apparently, I haven't tested this myself, but if Pelops does the Magma Shield as ability, then that Magma Shield will also remove total card stacks, and multiple other champions can do it. Galleos can do it, and several others with like recoil passives. I want the raid vibe. The one issue with like a raid vibe or vibe from like gaming is that probably it's gonna be from another country or very far away. The people that were in my clan that hooked up, I think one of them was German and the other one is Polish, so they don't exactly live like next to each other. I forget the raid content creator couple. They were definitely other countries too. There's like 2 other raid couples that I know. I don't know their nationalities, or I don't remember them out of top of my head, but probably all of them are from different countries, so that's quite complicated. Hard to know what to do. Sounds kind of alcoholic, but he's old man. And what's the harm at that point? I mean, yeah, I agree. That's kind of my stance too. Obviously, you know, like I said, basically everybody in my family, I'm like, all of the older people, they are really mad at it. I'm like the only one, but like, who is like not that mad about it. But the thing is that he's an old person. He could just die if he, you know, blackout drinks, and that's not really like a, you know, fun thing. People don't really want to like enable him to like kill himself, to like be a little bit, you know, doomer. So I get why everybody gets mad, but then we have a little bit like drama always when he's like drinking, or he and his sister sneak into the bar together and stuff. So okay, didn't get that one. I refuse to like manual battles on meat week. We're just gonna do full auto, and I'm not even really gonna pick the teams that well either. Just trying to do my daily missions. Does Polymorph work against Mercurial Horse? I'm not like 100% sure because I just changed it to Polymorph. I assume that it does on Brockney, but I can't confirm it yet. I can for sure confirm that Frostbite and Band of Submission work even when he has the total guard up and hits your shield. I'm not 100% sure about Polymorph yet. I think it's gonna be maybe harder. It also depends on the timing of like, you know, how many stacks you got and when you stun. You know, he's instantly gonna... Is he gonna have like 3 guard stacks and then he procs it on the first hit and maybe not cleared out yet? I'm not sure. I assume and hope it works, but it might be rarer to proc it. We'll see. Also, there is still other champions that you know, do CC and they might not all have Mercurial. Even things like Fabian, So I feel like it's probably good for me to have like one common champion that I use in the set. Because nobody's really running it at all anymore. And it kind of gives people from some safety, even if they're not running 9-piece Mercurial on whatever champion. I think they should rework how Chaos Dust works. I farmed the shit out of Sand Devil for a month, got 100 dust, burned all of it in a boost, which I still didn't get the speed one. Yeah, boots, yeah. Yeah, it's very RNG. The content creators have also been asking for that. They have been lobbying Plarium that we need to just have some kind of fail-safe that at some point you're gonna get guaranteed whatever you want, or you can't get the same Ascension multiple times until you got all of them or something like that. There's always a chance that Plarium will listen if they get enough feedback over years, like they did with Platinum Reset times, but I wouldn't have my hopes about them buffing it. I'm also very behind on Chaos Dust, and there's like multiple pieces of gear that I should Chaos Dust that would help my account a lot. Like even Brogni, both his gloves and banner have wrong Ascension, and if I got them Chaos Dusted, it would be a big upgrade. So he's a player getting chicks to pay his drinks at 18. True, and it's not just his sister. when he goes to the bar, it's like I live in like a very very tiny town. I don't want to say the exact number of people because it would be so easy to figure out, but it's a very tiny town. You know, everybody knows each other, and you know, obviously everybody especially knows him. Like people will know me of being his like grandson when I say my last name. Everybody's, you know, buying drinks to him at the bar all the time. My grandmother doesn't let him have money so that he couldn't go to the bar, but he always finds a way. He will either take my empty bottles and, you know, put them to the store while I'm fishing or something, or his sister takes him out, or he, you know, finds some coins or whatever, and then other people will also, you know, buy him drinks, and somehow he manages to get uber wasted in the end. What relic do you have, Jack? I switched to hand today from Van to see if better. What it's called? I got the orb of whatever it's. Wait, it's one with accuracy main stat that can change weak hits to not crits, but that you know, lock out or buff steal with weak hits. Where is Jack? Oh yeah, Temporal Stagnator. I got this kind of recently. It's very good stat-wise, main stat accuracy and then speed, but even the effect is quite relevant. This can be good for me at times. There is a couple other ones that I have been like eyeing about, but they are both very, you know, very rare to get. Other one would be Mind of Marquardt, Faction Wars Mythic Relic. You can get the fatigue debuff on enemies when you hit them, which is the one that Solanar does, that will sleep them when they use an ability. Also has accuracy and then speed, and even HP after that. Really good stats for Harvest Jack. And then other one is maybe even harder one to get. It's Blades of Akumori. Same thing. Well, you don't get speed on this one, but you have main stat accuracy. And whenever an ally is attacked by an enemy, 15% chance of placing provoke debuff on the attacker for one turn. I feel like this is especially good with Jack, because he's gonna, you know, remove the enemy boss when when they hit you. So I feel like this would double dip with him really good. But this is this is especially hard one to get. I guess Bane of Sintranos, that would be another accuracy main set one. But these are both Forge Pass relics. They're not mythic, but these are like the hardest ones to get. So it's gonna be very RNG if you can get either one of these. Also, the mythic ones are OP. As you guys probably heard, the Dread Bomb is bugged, and if you do like multi hits, then you have like multiple time chance to proc this, and this is just OP on Marius. Marius will just spam extra turns if they have this. Not only Stormcaller Marius OP, but Dread Bomb Marius is also OP. And even the Immortal Visit is OP. Speed main is that once per round, Wearer is revived with 100% health and turn meter. That's OP as fuck. That's not even a little bit OP, that's just super OP. Of course they had to make the Forge Pass relic so good. Even the legendary ones are both good. That's where they're at. I've got them both of the epic ones, but not the other ones yet. But yeah, I was originally running Hallowed Hilt on my Harvest Jack, but then I kind of came into realization that I need accuracy mains that relic. He needs more accuracy. I didn't even have the Temporal Stagnator at the time anyway, but I kind of prefer to run that. On Mercurial set 2, you could obviously run him in Deflection if you want, like 6 piece. On Mercurial you get a lot of speed, no accuracy, so pretty much any Mercurial builds on any champion that you run are gonna be pretty low accuracy. Content creator advertising for Force Splash. Yeah, well, I haven't bought it, I'm not gonna buy it. If that makes you feel better about it. I'm almost tempted to buy the bolster. I feel like maybe this is the, this is the last one that I get, and then I just craft boots with all of my materials. I might go for it. There is still time, but I would feel kind of a sucker if I buy it, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, you're already buying the normal Forge Pass, why don't you buy the Platinum Pass and get like 50 mythic, where is it? I'm sure you get 50 mythic materials. Why does it not show it there? They buffed it that you get the mythic materials, right? Yeah, you get 50 mythic, but only 50. That's not even 100. And even with 100, how much? It's like, let me double check. It's 20% chance to get mythic, right? Yeah, 20% chance with 100, and then 50% chance it's not even a mythic for the Forge Pass. 50 mythic materials is not gonna get you very far. That makes me so black build about getting it. But the Forge Pass relics are OP. They clearly did that on purpose, but 50%, not 50%, $50 for somebody do the math. I'm not good at this. 50% of, of 20% of 10%. That's your chance of like getting one of not even the one you want, but one of the mythics. That's not a great deal if you ask me. Damn, I'm almost tempted. I'm kind of like talking myself into buying it once for content, but I would feel so dumb if I buy it. I mean, I do make content, so I feel like it makes me a little bit more open to spending money on the game. But bro, $50 for this. Plarium should just give it to content creators once for free, so that they can make a video about it. Unironically, that would be good marketing for them, but they're too cheap to even do that. And obviously they do give us, you know, gems and free stuff, but we're kind of doing like free, you know, publicity for them, so it's not like they're doing it out of like, you know, they're not exactly doing charity work. They're getting like a cheap, you know, advertisement. Might as well give us the Forge Pass too. I don't know. I think I think that would definitely, maybe that's a good thing for you guys, that you're not getting like coaxed into buying it. But I'm sure if they gave free Forge Pass to content creators, a lot of them would do video about it, even if Plarium, you know, asked them to do one or not. And I'm sure many people would buy the Forge Pass if they saw content creators buy it, especially if like one of them actually gets one of the mythic relics. For sure they would sell a lot more Forge Passes that way. I feel like this is like so basic. Plarium should have definitely done this. I'm almost unimpressed by Plarium that they haven't thought about it so far to do it. Or are they just that cheap? Or maybe I'm just trying to, you know, rationalize Plarium into giving me free stuff. It could be both, but I feel like other games would definitely give content creators that at least once, so that they will make videos about it and they would sell more of them. Yeah, Predator Forge Pass is definitely the one good thing to buy. There was also the original Forge Pass. This is like many years ago, maybe like 6 years ago. The original first Forge Pass, or whatever it was called, I think it was just Raid Pass. It was so good that they stopped doing those for like many years in a row. Because, you know, I guess Plarium regretted it and it was too good deal. I think it costed $20, but it's so long time ago, I don't remember exactly, but it was like a good deal. I think it gave you shards and stuff. It didn't just give like random things. I think you actually got shards from it. Does anyone remember or have a picture about the original Forge Pass? Let me see if I can find it. Maybe I should make a video about it. It could be a kind of interesting video. I could do another of those history videos that people are asking for. I don't think I can find it. Probably somewhere are pictures about the original Raid Pass, whatever it was called. If anyone has pictures or link, send it to me in Discord or wherever. I got Bane of Sindranos yesterday with mats I got from TheFatRat Scratch. I think it's a pretty good one. I've seen multiple people running it recently. I don't think it's one of the like S-tier relics, but it's one of the actually good relics with interesting passive. I guess it could be game breaking in some battles if you just proc it well, but there is other really good. I mean, I like both of the mythic relics from the Forge Pass as well. I'm definitely gonna lose the second team, even if it's a 3-man team. I can't beat it. Nell is gonna get me. Yeah, that pass column, the whirling pass. You got like avatars. I think it's like some shards. It's so long time ago, I don't remember it. I think you got like the frozen Banshee rare that was like new. This was like really in the early days of Raid, where clan boss was like super hard, and poison was like meta, and there wasn't too many poisoners. Banshee was like one of the best ones, and it was like a rare, and I think they put it on the Forge Pass or whatever pass it was called when she was new champion, and people really wanted to get this one. I was also using Banshee in my clan boss team for who knows how long. Now she looks like a terrible champion with today's standards. And nobody's running poisons in clan boss. Well, nobody's running poisons really on anything except like Hydra missions or some like a nail team or really rare Kalvalax pick. I would run like a speed main stat relic on Odin, to be honest. I think he's all about speed. Okay, almost done with daily stuff. Raid daily things is still such a big grind. They keep adding things that make it like, you know, slightly faster or slightly more convenient to do your dailies, and then they brag about it. Bro, it takes you like many hours to do the raid dailies. It's too much. When raid was new, it was fun to do the dailies because there wasn't many things to do, and you were like excited to get loot and progression. Now it's just like a massive chore, and you just need to grind endlessly, and you're probably still not gonna get anything good. Fuck, my Predator team is gonna die to the Kalvalax. I don't think I can run Predator against it. By the way, what do you guys think about the upcoming Fusion champion? You probably, you know, most of you probably read the kit and, you know, have seen it. What do you think about it? Because this has been kind of theme in the last couple of fusions that we get the fusion, then raid community managers ask what you think about the champion. I always kind of shit on it, and then other content creators are like, it's not that bad, I think it's good. I'm kind of excited about it, and it happened like a few times now. Now I'm like thinking that am I just like too negative? Like other content creators are kind of hyped about the new fusion. I'm not. I'm probably not gonna skip it. It's like a fragment and it's not gonna be too much effort. But I'm like thinking about getting him so that maybe I can get like a Faction Guardian upgrade if I happen to pull dupe. I'm not really that excited about using him, even though he can ignore block damage and unkillable, which is interesting, but he doesn't seem that good, but other content creators are kind of hyped about it. What do you guys think about it? Ash specifically was kind of excited about the champion. I need to do Hydra. And if I refresh this now, then I'm gonna get... I'm gonna have to do live arena, which I can't do anymore. Is my team geared. I don't think it matters. Pretty sure I can run this even if my team is not geared. I wanna see. Yeah, my Carnage is definitely a Teemu Carnage. Yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying, that maybe he has like a really good multipliers. I was kind of negative. I was saying that I don't think he's gonna be good, even if he has really good multipliers, but maybe he's gonna be. Now I don't know, because everybody seems to disagree with me. Oh yeah, you were talking about the new fuse and not about my Carnage. Well, they are both. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Kaula, and I totally agree that there is lots of that, but I don't think they have any reason to do that in the content creator chat. Obviously, everybody's gonna, clickbait and hide content, and I do clickbait too. I've been kind of amping it up because I feel like I was a little bit too purist, to be honest. I wasn't doing clickbait hard enough, but you just, if you're making content, you just, you need to suck it up, literally. You need to open your mouth on your thumbnails. It is what it is, It's a little bit cringe, but you need to do clickbait on thumbnails and video titles. I get that. I'm not gonna, get mad about that. Well, I wasn't gonna get mad about it before, but now I'm also kind of doing it, to be honest. I'm trying to get on with the mission, but when they talk about it privately, content creators, not on stream, not on video, I don't think they need to hype it up. So I think that lots of people were actually legitimately hyped about him, including Ash specifically. I think he was kind of interested about Champion. I don't know if it's just that he's like a very positive person and I'm like a very pessimistic person. It could also be like a personality type of thing. I think Ash is generally just super hype, and I'm much more, I want to say, like mellow and realistic, but one could say that I'm like pessimistic or gloomy. But I don't know, I'm second guessing myself because everybody seems to disagree. I'm usually pretty stubborn that I'm always right, but if I'm like right multiple times in a row and everybody else is wrong multiple times in a row, then it's, a little bit, I have to second guess myself a little bit. Surely, sometimes, not too often, but sometimes it happens even to me. I just don't really see. I like the block, specifically. I like the block unkillable part about the ignore block unkillable part about his kit, because I struggle with Theodosia a lot. But I feel like the kit is just not that good. I mean, it's not bad, but there is just much better nukers in the meta. I feel like you wouldn't run it. You could run Carnage, like you said. He's a Teemu Carnage. Carnage is gonna do better debuff spread. He also does buff strips. He has better debuffs, There's other champions that ignore those effects too, that generally are like tanky. They do some kind of protected block damage or unkillable or guaranteed turn or whatever. I feel like the competition is so tough, but who knows? But we will see. Obviously, I hope it's gonna be a great champion that helps people. I feel like it's gonna be like a good faction war progression champion, because there's tons of good supports and healers in Sylvan Watchers. Not too many nukers. I happen to have Westhill. Westhill is OP. Nice is OP, but there's not that many legendary nukers to choose from in that faction. Yeah, see ya, Leadfoot. I'm gonna end the stream in a second anyway. Shredder ignores. Yeah. I don't know either. Nobody plays Shredder, so I wouldn't remember. Yeah, I hated Taritska meta. In big part because there was just so little diversity. Even though, you know, especially at the start of Taritska meta, I was doing good. Now I'm not doing that good. You know, I'm missing out on platinum half of the time. But I do think that the current meta is much better. There's much more both champions and mechanics that are good. And there's like plenty of things that are like, you know, OP and you wanna get not just 2 champions or couple. But at the same time, those champions are like, you know, trillions of times better than your average raid champion. That if you don't have those and enemies running only those, the difference between account is much bigger than it used to be. Even during Taritska meta, which I feel is kind of crazy, but I think it's actually that way. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end the stream there. Next stream is gonna be on Sunday. So thanks for watching, good night and see ya.